What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Joe's Madness. We got UFC 225 with CM Punk versus Mike Jackson about to get ready to go underway soon. They haven't come out yet to the walk yet. Actually, they're showing CM Punk in the locker room. I am surprised that they haven't already, with 10 minutes into this, that they haven't already started the walkout. It's going to be very intense and interesting fight. I believe with Mike Jackson's background that we're going to actually see a stand-up war between the two of them. Jackson has had some boxing matches. He's had an amateur fight in MMA years ago, and then he had that I know of anyways, and then he fought Mickey Gale, and they both lost. The thing for me is that with CM Punk, he lasted almost 3 times as long as Mike Jackson did against Mickey Gale. So to me, that's a big, huge thing in my mind, and I am a fan of CM Punk. I'm a supporter of CM Punk. I enjoyed watching wrestling back when he was wrestling. I'm not that big into wrestling anymore. I don't watch it on a weekly basis anymore. If you are curious to know, I'm going to take a drink. I'm going to take a sip of my drink. You can tell how excited I am, and I'm talking backwards, but that is part of my dyslexia from the brain damage I had when I was a baby. So anyways, or kind of a baby. So let me know in the comment section your thoughts and opinions on this, about the fight and everything else going on. Say what's up in the chat and let me know what your thoughts are. If you're going for CM Punk or if you're going for Mike Jackson, who do you expect to win this fight? So I'm definitely going CM Punk all the way on this fight. It's been a fun fight, a fun event so far. I missed the first 2 fights, I think it was, on the early prelims. Watched some of the other fights, some stuff I had to walk away from. It was very fun. I thought it was awesome to see Curtis Razor Blades end up beating Overeem. That was really awesome to see Razor Blades win and get a TKO knockout victory over such a fighter in Overeem. Overeem is a legend. He's been around for a long time. But after Curtis fought Mark Hunt, I was like, this dude is friggin' seriously legit, for real, and I just was like, I am not gonna be, going against him in a fight for quite some time. Like, it has to be somebody like Stipe Miocic for me to go against Curtis Blades again. I'm not sure who else in the heavyweight division could hang with him. Like Tuivasa and Blades would be awesome, but I definitely feel that he's earned himself a title shot. There are other title contenders in the heavyweight division. I can't think right now. My brain hurts. But it's just going to be really cool to see what goes down with this fight card with the rest of it here at UFC 225. They're showing a video package now of CM Punk and Mike Jackson hyping it up before they make their walk to the octagon. So it's going to be it's going to be like 20 minutes into the show before they even get to the fight, which is crazy. So, because it's going to take them time to walk out. Here comes Mike Jackson. What's his music? If I can tell. Flip. I've heard this song before. Flip. Some kind of flip. I know the song, I just can't play. I can't. It's on the tip of my tongue. I just can't think of what it is. There's a lot of the word flip in it. Man, I should have brought my water over. I'm gonna mute it for a second, so that way you don't hear me clearing my throat. Yummy. So, it's going to be very fun entertaining what is going to go down with CM Punk and Mike Jackson. So Mike Jackson is out there at the cage. They're tapping him down, making sure he doesn't have a bunch of Vaseline or baby oil on him, or hiding any nunchucks, or boomerangs or blades or whatever. So he doesn't have his feet wrapped up or anything like that. I don't know if Illinois allows Chicago, if they allow you to have your feet taped up, because I don't recall seeing any fighters with their feet being taped up, because some fighters do like to do that, have their ankles wrapped and whatnot. Here comes CM Punk, the former WWE champion. Two men coming into this fight with no wins in their MMA pro careers. One of their O's has got to go. And CM Punk is coming out, and he's coming out to his theme music, Coked Up Personality. That song he's come out with, the WWE, one of his theme songs there. He's giving everybody high fives. He's going down, giving everybody daps and whatnot. And he's wearing a baseball cap, a UFC cap. Very interesting. He throws his hat out to the crowd. Some lucky fan has got CM Punk's hat. It is going to be very fun. I'll be surprised to see if this goes to the ground, anytime soon. I mean, like, CM Punk hasn't even gotten into the octagon yet, and they haven't done the introductions yet. So, CM Punk's having a prep talk with somebody, and then now another guy giving him a hug, having a little prep talk. And now they're getting ready to do the pat down on CM Punk, to put a little Vaseline on his forehead. This is going to be intense. CM Punk getting ready to make his second UFC fight appearance. Will he win? I believe he will. I don't have a doubt in my mind that CM Punk will win this one. I don't believe CM Punk will lose this. I believe with a shadow of a doubt that CM Punk is going to win this one. I believe CM Punk has got a lot of power in his hands, and we are going to see a knockout TKO victory by CM Punk over Mike Jackson here at UFC 225. Or will I eat my words and be like, oh my God, Michael Jackson, he ended up winning, huh? It's too funny though. He's got the same, like, instead of him being called Michael Jackson, he goes by Mike Jackson, so people don't get him confused with the pop singer, Michael Jackson. So, which is pretty funny when you think about it. CM Punk versus Michael Jackson in the UFC. But, Michael Jackson, rest in peace. He was a good singer, but he had a really twisted lifestyle. From what words are, I'd never met the man, didn't know him, so I don't really know what his deal really was, but he sounded pretty twisted. So anyways, let's get to Bruce Buffer. We are live at the United Center, Chicago, Illinois. Here we go. It's about to go down. They're doing the introductions, so if you want to come over, take a seat over here somewhere. I'll close this down there. So my mom's coming over to see the fight. I don't know if anyone else in the house is going to come over and check it out and see Michael Jackson's doing this thing. Mike Jackson, he's doing this thing with his hands and whatnot. He is from Houston, Texas. He's doing the cross arms now. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. That's CM Punk right there.
Wow.
He's got one loss. 6'1", 169 pounds. 6'1", right? For some reason I thought I said 5'1". I was gonna be like, what? He's not that short. Fighting out of Chicago, Illinois, CM Punk, and the crowd's roaring, giving him cheers. And Chicago, Evan McDonald, I don't know why I thought he said Chicago. McDonald is the referee for this intense fight here at UFC 225. It is about to go underway. CM Punk has his hands on his hips. He's taking his time coming across the cage. They tap gloves. They're in the center of the octagon. CM Punk goes for a leg kick. He misses, spins around. Mike Jackson coming in, backs out as CM Punk throws a left. CM Punk throws a body kick. He misses. He hits a thigh kick to Mike Jackson. He goes for another one, but just spins around. Mike Jackson punches him in the chest. And CM Punk got hit with a right hand to the jaw, and he shakes it off. CM Punk going for a takedown, gets shrugged off by Mike Jackson. He punched Mike Jackson in the temple. Mike Jackson's backing up. He's up against the cage. CM Punk is bear hugging him up against the cage. He knees him in the gut. CM Punk kneed Mike Jackson in the gut. He's got him clinched up against the cage. CM Punk kneeing Mike Jackson in the thigh, and he's pushing on him. Mike Jackson's trying to push the leg off. Mike Jackson's trying to get out from the underhooks, and he's trying to... Mike Jackson punched him in the face. CM Punk just kneed him in the thigh, and then he tries to go for a knee to the head. CM Punk is bear hugging him with underhooks, trying to get him down. Mike Jackson just reversed it. CM Punk has got his back up against the cage, and he's trying to bear hug him, bully him down to the ground. CM Punk's wrapping the leg around Mike Jackson. He breaks out from one of the underhooks. They release each other, and they're back to about the center of the octagon. CM Punk comes out to left and a right and misses. He gets him with a thigh kick. He misses with a spinning kick to the body. And Mike Jackson goes for a body punch to the gut of CM Punk and lands. He goes for a left and straight down the pike, a couple of left hands to Mike Jackson. He hits him with a right. They clinch back up. Stop tickling me, Mom. And then we got CM Punk and Mike Jackson back in the center of the octagon. Mike Jackson and CM Punk are going at it. They're trying to find a range on each other. CM Punk gets rocked by a right hand, but stays in it. He eats a shot to the body, and then CM Punk hits Mike Jackson with a couple of shots, and they clinch back up against the cage. He's trying to get a single leg possibly on Mike Jackson as he has his back up against the cage. CM Punk, Mike Jackson has got an underhook on Mike Jackson. CM Punk has an underhook on him as well. CM Punk trying to get both underhooks. They're both trying to fight for position up against the cage. Mike Jackson trying to turn CM Punk around. He turns CM Punk around. CM Punk turning Mike Jackson around. They're both side to side up against the cage. And a knee to the gut of Mike Jackson. CM Punk pushing him up against the cage. And now he's got the underhooks on CM Punk. CM Punk and Mike Jackson fighting for position. A knee to the body of Mike Jackson by CM Punk. CM Punk is up, got his back up against the cage. He's clinching him, and he hits him with a knee to the gut. Mike Jackson hitting CM Punk with a couple of body shots. CM Punk, he ducked out the way. CM Punk has got Mike Jackson. Mike Jackson's trying to go for a guillotine choke, but CM Punk bulldogged him all the way across the octagon up against the cage. CM Punk has got his going for a single leg onto Mike Jackson. Mike Jackson pushes CM Punk's head down. Mike Jackson is getting pushed up against the cage. Now he lets go of the leg. He pushes his leg out on CM Punk. CM Punk's holding the wrist of Mike Jackson, and Mike Jackson has an underhook on CM Punk. CM Punk and Mike Jackson are fighting for control. Mike Jackson reverses it and gets CM Punk's back up against the cage. And now CM Punk is going... and Mike Jackson releases CM Punk, and now they're both going for punches. Mike Jackson goes for a left and then a right. CM Punk with his head high going for lefts and rights. Mike Jackson backpedals. CM Punk goes for a kick to the head, but it was more of a front up kick like Lyoto Machida. And Mike Jackson backs up. CM Punk lands a strike on Mike Jackson. Mike Jackson swings back at him, and now they're both in the center of the octagon. A couple of little dap lefts to CM Punk's face. He looks like CM Punk has a bloody nose. CM Punk goes for a takedown attempt, but doesn't get it, and he ends up in underhooks on Mike Jackson. Mike Jackson pushes him up against the cage, and CM Punk has Mike Jackson. He's trying to reverse it. Then they let each other go, and they're going for another boxing sparring session. Left by Mike Jackson. CM Punk heavily goes for lefts and rights. I think CM Punk maybe should have cut more of his hair because he keeps on pushing his hair over his head. Mike Jackson went for CM Punk with a takedown onto Mike Jackson. CM Punk took down Mike Jackson and has Mike Jackson on the ground. Mike Jackson was going for a strike, and CM Punk faked a strike and went and got him on a takedown. And now CM Punk is on top of side control with the one leg in between the legs of Mike Jackson. So Mike Jackson is getting up. CM Punk is standing up with him. He still has one arm, and now they're both standing up. What is going on here? A couple of body shots by Mike Jackson to CM Punk as CM Punk blocked his face. And now we got 10 seconds less to go of the first round, and we're going to be going to a second round. This one has been a war between the two. An elbow to end the first round by Mike Jackson, and CM Punk threw a shot that missed, and CM Punk has a shiner on his right eye, underneath his right eye, with a bloody nose, and CM Punk sitting down on a stool now. This has been really intense and really wild, these two going at it. Now, if CM Punk gets the right angle onto Mike Jackson, he'll knock him out. I wanted a first round knockout TKO by CM Punk on Mike Jackson, but that did not happen, unfortunately for me. But anyways, so now we have, some highlights where they're showing CM Punk get a nice right hand on to Mike Jackson. Can you stop it, please? And then CM Punk. Mike gets got punched in the face a couple times. CM Punk with a takedown, and then that right at the buzzer of the first round, Mike Jackson hits a elbow forearm onto CM Punk's head. He rocked the dome piece cranium, but CM Punk seems good. He's breathing in heavy, breathing in the air, and then Mike Jackson is meeting him in the center of the octagon. CM Punk throwing lefts and rights, another left. Mike Jackson backpedaling. CM Punk lands a left into the temple of Mike Jackson. Mike Jackson with his hands down, running away. He gets a kick to the body by CM Punk. Mike Jackson with a left to CM Punk's face, with a left and a right that miss CM Punk. Another left that misses CM Punk. CM Punk goes for a takedown, digging it in deep. Oh, and he slams him up against the cage. And he's got an underhook. They're fighting a knee to the body of Mike Jackson from CM Punk. CM Punk punching him in the face with a slight headlock as CM Punk's back is up against the cage. Mike Jackson breaks free from CM Punk as he wants a straight left that rocks Mike Jackson. Mike Jackson going for lefts and rights wildly, and CM Punk goes for a body kick as he's got his back up against the cage. CM Punk coming off the cage, swinging with lefts and rights, looking vicious and violently. Oh, and he rocks Mike Jackson in the chin with a left. CM Punk got rocked by Mike Jackson as well. An elbow by Mike Jackson. CM Punk getting out there at Mike Jackson. Mike Jackson trying to take him down. CM Punk trying to go for a cradle guillotine choke onto Mike Jackson. Mike Jackson's carrying all the weight of CM Punk, and then he just falls down on top of CM Punk as CM Punk has his arm wrapped around the back of the neck of Mike Jackson, and he releases that, and he has him in the full guard. CM Punk on his back with Mike Jackson covering CM Punk's mouth. CM Punk punching Mike Jackson with a bunch of little punches to the head while Mike Jackson's on top of Mike Jackson. Pops up and he looks up at the clock to see how much time there is left. There's 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in the second round. CM Punk just slapped the side of the face, or the back of the head, kind of Mike Jackson. They're holding hands. CM Punk holding the wrist of Mike Jackson. Mike Jackson not looking at CM Punk, trying to fake him out with stuff, hitting him in the body, and CM Punk punched him in the jaw. Mike Jackson not even really putting much pressure onto CM Punk, trying to get some shots onto him, and he's not really looking at CM Punk now. He's looking down, and CM Punk grabs him. CM Punk has got his legs opened to where it looks like he is going to try to go for something here. Maybe he was going to go for some kind of submission there onto Mike Jackson. Mike Jackson's on his knees, punching the belly of CM Punk, and CM Punk going for a submission with his legs popping up there, and Mike Jackson punches him with a right to the chin and to the body. CM Punk with some back fist hammers to Mike Jackson as he's on his knees, and CM Punk is on his back on the mat. Mike Jackson not even looking at CM Punk, and he hits him with the left. It's like he's looking at the cameras like, look at me punch him. And he's not even fucking like aiming. And now he's putting his hand over his mouth again, and he gets CM Punk with a little right to the face. CM Punk going for a triangle choke, possibly. Oh, no, Mike slipped out of it. CM Punk still on his back with a knee into the side of... Oh, CM Punk with a couple of punches to Mike Jackson's face. CM Punk trying to get up to get some kind of choke or something. Now he wraps his legs back around him into the clinch, and Mike Jackson doing these little punches to the face of CM Punk. Now he postures back up, and he hits CM Punk with another right, and he's winding up, and he hits him with a left. CM Punk on his back getting punched in the belly by Mike Jackson. Come on, CM Punk. I'm surprised the referee ain't stood him up with like this weird stuff going on the ground. Less than a minute to go in the first round. And now CM Punk is bear hugging the head of Mike Jackson. Well, he's got him, his legs wrapped around him, squeezing the body. Mike Jackson hits him with another right, trying to go for a forearm there, slightly blocked. CM Punk is bloodied still. 30 seconds to go. Is this going to be a 10-8 round for Mike Jackson, or is it going to be a 9-10 round? It's hard to say because the way this round has been, like, he's had the dominant position, but CM Punk has still landed some strikes from the bottom, and he's holding his hands and doing stuff. So we are going to go to a third round with CM Punk versus Mike Jackson. From what it looks like, CM Punk trying to go for some kind of triangle submission from the bottom, but now we go to the third and final round.
Yeah.
So I believe we have it one round apiece here with CM Punk and Mike Jackson going to the third round. Really intense. Wild. Wow. Yeah, I'm commentating the events. I don't know. I can see your comment now. In between rounds, I'll be looking to see the comments because of the way my screen isn't that big. So, at least I feel it's not, because there's a lot of different stuff I have going on. So, this is something else. So we are going to a third round. I feel it's one round apiece. Can CM Punk overcome adversity and win the third and final round, or get a finish of Mike Jackson? It's going to be interesting to see. Come on, CM Punk, you can do it. You can do it. Let's go, CM Punk. CM Punk and Mike Jackson. Boom! CM Punk coming with a left and a right, and he goes and he hits him with an elbow. Mike Jackson misses. CM Punk goes in for a punch and then an underhook takedown attempt. Pushes him up against the cage. CM Punk has control of Mike Jackson here in the third round, and now Mike Jackson reverses it. CM Punk has his back up against the cage now. Mike Jackson trying to put his hand over the face of CM Punk. CM Punk ducks down after he releases him, goes for underhooks again, and they're slippery and sweaty. See Mike Jackson going with a couple of left hands while they're up against the cage onto CM Punk. CM Punk goes for another knee to the body of Mike Jackson. And Mike Jackson breaks off of CM Punk, and CM Punk coming after Mike Jackson. And he's going for another takedown, and Mike Jackson stuffs it and clinches up with him up against the cage, and they're both fighting for it. CM Punk, what happened there? They both threw strikes at the same time. CM Punk digging in deep for a takedown. Oh, what the fuck? I think Mike Jackson just hit CM Punk, and CM Punk went on his back, and now he's on his back. And Mike Jackson Mike Jackson got off of CM Punk out of the guard, and CM Punk getting back up. CM Punk looks really gassed and dazed. CM Punk going after with some lefts and rights. CM Punk going after him with lefts and rights. Mike Jackson with the left. Mike Jackson looks tired too. CM Punk rocked Mike Jackson. Mike Jackson rocked CM Punk. They're both rocked and looking dazed here to me. CM Punk trying to jump up for a knee to the head. Clinches him, grabs him, going for a double leg takedown attempt. And Mike Jackson punching him with a couple of lefts, or those rights. And he's pushing CM Punk's head down. CM Punk grabs a single leg, trying to scoop up Mike Jackson and take him down. Mike Jackson has his back up against the cage. CM Punk trying to take him down still. He's digging in deep, trying to grapple him. And Mike Jackson is staying up there with an underhook. He reverses CM Punk. So Mike Jackson breaks off of CM Punk. He wants to do some more boxing. He hits CM Punk with the right. CM Punk ducks down, tries to go for a takedown of a sweaty, wet man of Mike Jackson. CM Punk and Mike Jackson trading shots in the clinch. CM Punk got hit with another right. CM Punk ducked down. CM Punk looks pretty rocked. And CM Punk showing a lot of heart, guts, and grit and determination to stay in this fight for another 2 minutes, a minute 50 to go in the third and final round. Can CM Punk somehow pull something crazy, grab the leg of Mike Jackson, and get a submission attempt here? Come on, CM Punk. Get a submission attempt on Mike Jackson. Come on. Man. Wow. Okay, Mike Jackson, man. Mike Jackson has the back of CM Punk on it. CM Punk trying to get a headlock onto Mike Jackson as Mike Jackson is cradling over the back of CM Punk. Mike Jackson is punching the side of the head of CM Punk as they're both on their knees, and CM Punk tries to grab the arm of Mike Jackson. CM Punk is trying to protect his head as he eats a couple shots. He rolls over to his side, tries to do a leg, tries to take the leg of Mike Jackson, but doesn't get it. Mike Jackson still throwing strikes, attempts at CM Punk, hitting CM Punk in the side. CM Punk hitting Mike Jackson with some back fist hammers from the ground. CM Punk is on his side as Mike Jackson is cradling him up. He's going into a crucifix-like position, but CM Punk rolls around, rolls onto his stomach, and they're in a north-south position now as CM Punk is down, in the down position as Mike Jackson is on top of him. And we have 25 seconds to go for CM Punk and Mike Jackson to go to the finish of the third round. Got 15 seconds. So it ends up being a very lackluster. CM Punk had the first round and then just completely gassed and dazed out in the second and third rounds. Oh, CM Punk ends up getting the top of Mike Jackson at the end of the round. Will the referee somehow give the third round to CM Punk because he ended the third round on top of Mike Jackson? How crazy would it be if CM Punk ends up winning by split decision over Mike Jackson? That'll be freaking hilarious if somehow they give it to CM Punk. I highly doubt they will, but there is the potential of them doing that. Boom! Oh, the highlight with the overhand right to CM Punk. Elbow to CM Punk's face. CM Punk eating a left and then a right to the jaw. These are highlights. And then a punch to the face as he's not even looking at him. And then CM Punk eats another strike, a straight jaw shot. What? Wow. Something else, CM Punk lasted 15 minutes in an MMA fight in the UFC, and it looks like we are going to have a 29-28 win for Mike Jackson, but it is possible that Mike Jackson loses by split decision if two judges somehow see it for CM Punk. You never know. So we'll be, after they make the decision, we'll be taking a break and coming back with the next fight with Andrei Arlovski, the Pitbull, versus Bam Bam Tai Tuivasa. Something else. Joe Rogan shaking hands with Mike Jackson. Here we go. It's going to be interesting. It should be, CM Punk should definitely win one round. All three judges see it. 30-26 by unanimous decision. Mike, the Truth Jackson. No way. He did not win the first round. Are you kidding me? That is dog doo-doo. He did not win the first round. CM Punk won the first round. Easily, hands down, I feel like. Wow. Something else. Man, I am shocked that CM Punk did not win that. What the dog crap. Man. Alright, so we'll be back in a few minutes with the next fight. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure, and you're not subscribed here to Joe's Madness, make sure to punch that subscribe button into submission. And if you enjoyed this video and my commentary, make sure to slap the like button like a pimp. Thanks for watching.